Prophet Saieed Ali. I'm your host, Saieed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, viewers. So, viewers, with the crime rate that is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago, our Prime Minister, Kamla Prasad Bisasa, and Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander, today, this afternoon, viewers, told Trinidad and Tobago, in the coming months, she has confirmed, in about 4 months from now, 50 joint army police posts will be placed in communities across Trinidad. For years, she have noted, for years, that many communities have requested increased security presence and protective service, and government are moving aggressively to provide such. So Trinidad and Tobago, for some time now, I have been telling you, Trinidad and Tobago, that what the police officers need to do in the community is to allow the police officers and them, the ones that sitting down inside the station, to come out in the community. Come out and meet the people. Come out and greet the people. Come out and meet the 1-year-old to the 90-year-old in the community and make known to them. Don't come out with your hogwash style. Don't come out with that. Don't come out and gallivant like a wild horse running in the desert. We don't need that. The place done wild already. And for years I have been saying, in order to fix crime in the community, the police need to get their fat butt off the station and come outside. I have been saying that. Now Trinidad and Tobago, in about 4 months from now, 30 joint army patrol posts will be placed in communities across Trinidad and Tobago. Finally, somebody hearing. Finally. So viewers, what you are going to see on screen is the areas of Trinidad and Tobago that there will be joint army and police patrol. Taruba flyover, Grand Bazaar interchange, Kuva intersection, Williamville Junction, Guayaguari, next to Indian Bay, in the junction of Rochad Road and Pinal Rock Road, in the junction of Rochad Douglas Road and Komoto Road, next to the cricket ground, intersection of Southern Main Road in La Romaine and South Trunk Road, also the highway, the adjustment now to Paria, Sweet Samoni Junction right there. They're going to place one on the junction of Todd Road and Caparo Valley Road, near to Todd's Road Recreation Ground, the junction of Tamina Road and Komoto Road. You're going to get one in Kelly Village, Caroni. You're going to get one in Demerara Road, Churchill Roosevelt Highway, areas between Arangwes Main Road and Johnny King Road, and by the Bridge Road. Also, Etihad ground in Tunapuna, another site to be determined in Tunapuna. We have one in Ikakas Junction. They're going to put some in a location in the Toko Main Road, in Castlefield in Shogunas, Felicity in Shogunas, Lady Young Road near the walkover, Akono Road in St. Joseph, Malgritu Junction in Princestown opposite Wassa Boosting Station, Guadalconda Interchange, and Third Trace Tabakit. That's in the New Grant area. So Trinidad and Tobago, move the CG. In places across Trinidad and Tobago, there will have police posts in these places and them. So finally, you look like the bird whistle into Kamla Prasad Bisasa. You know my bird is whistle? Twilly doodly doodly doo doo doo. It's not today we have been saying let the police and them come out in the community. But we are going to get something better, Trinidad and Tobago, from the UNC administration and Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander. In the coming months, this is going to be introduced to Trinidad and Tobago, so we would have a sense of safety, a sense of security, a sense of calmness in Trinidad and Tobago. So, with that being said, viewers, the hundreds of applicants showed up today in hopes to secure a career as a police officer. This, as the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service recruitment drive officially got underway at the Police Academy in Marubella. The turnout also reflects the strong interest among citizens eager to serve and protect their communities. So Trinidad and Tobago, today now, I want to thank the citizens. I want to thank the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, the men and the women who have decided to join the Trinidad and Tobago Police Force. Now, it's two things you could be when you join the police force. It's either you be a good officer or you be a rogue officer. It's only two things you could do when you're in the force, you know. Be a good officer or be a rogue officer. And let us hope that these individuals who have decided to join TTPS, let us hope and pray that they be good officers. Otherwise, Trinidad and Tobago is going to be a different walk with a different agenda for those officers. So we have some roads to show in the news tonight, viewers. But after 7:30, we are going to highlight some bad road condition in the country. Remember, last week I said that from this week, every night, as of Monday night, we are going to highlight the roads in Trinidad and Tobago. So what I want you to do, viewers, the community that you're living in, there's a bad road, do a video and send it for me. Let me know the location of the road and how long the road has been in this condition. Also, I want to know who is the MP and the councillor for the community. So Trinidad and Tobago, as we start our current affairs program tonight. So viewers, Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar, SC, have stated that she remained focused on tackling the illegal drug trade despite what she described as political attempt to target her during Saturday's African Emancipation Day celebration. In a statement today, Persad-Bissessar said she believed there were plans by political opponents and others to use the African Emancipation Day celebration to attack her. But those efforts did not materialize because she did not attend the event. She said those efforts were unsuccessful and suggested there would be other opportunities for political criticism. The Prime Minister also described critics, what she says as the example being set for a younger generation. Now Trinidad and Tobago, she added that she would continue to focus on government effort, including addressing the illegal drug trade. All well and good, Mr. PM. All well and good, Mrs. PM. But I want you to understand something. At the end of the day, in Trinidad and Tobago, there is one Indian Arrival Day and there was one Emancipation Day. And this is my point of view. Being the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, being a leader of a government body, also being a role model for individuals who wants to become ministers in parliament and may one day try for the seat of being a prime minister. Now, having one Emancipation Day, I believe, now this is my thinking, this don't have to be all your thinking. I believe the Prime Minister should have made all effort to attend. It does not matter if the opponents of you planned to condemn you on that day. It doesn't matter if they have planned to boo you on that day. The most important thing as a role model and as a prime minister and as a leader of Trinidad and Tobago in the political arena, you should have been there. Forget what anybody is planning. You're going to support a race and a religion on a particular date. You are going to support our people on a particular date. Forget what Tom, Dick, and Harry says. You have police, you have bodyguard. Enter into your arena, deliver your speech, shake some hand, eat some whatever it is, and you go about your business. Now, this is my take. Now, when Indian Arrival Day comes around, what are you going to say? What are you going to say? Your opponent was planning for you? Forget the opponent. Forget the opponent. This is a recognition day in Trinidad and Tobago for umpteen years. And you don't allow your opponents to spoil that day that Trinidad and Tobago is celebrating. Emancipate. What does emancipation mean? Free yourself. Forget what the opponent is saying. This is your day to send a message to Trinidad and Tobago. But you were not there. You were not there. And it's sad. It is sad that you were not there. It is really sad. Deputy political leader Sajeed Ali and opposition whip Marvin Gonzalez have accused Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar of running from the public the criticism after she was absent from Saturday African Emancipation Day celebration. However, leader of government business Barry Padarat said the PNM would not dictate Persad-Bissessar's schedule or activities. Padarat, I am telling you this on national television. This is not about PNM, it is not about UNC. So don't go and be making statements that the PNM would not dictate. There is nothing about dictation here. It is having to do with an appearance at a particular date on a venue, a day of emancipation, a day where we were freed. Barry, don't let power get to your head. Don't let it get to your head. To start with, Saieed telling you that. Don't let it get to your head. Let me tell you something, Mr. Barry. Let me tell you something. Klongenberg and the PNM administration thought they would remain in power until they die. They believe they could do the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago whatever they want. But it didn't happen like that. Klongenberg, I lost touch with the people. From the time Klongenberg received that position of being the finance minister, he had get big and sad as well. He had get big and sad as well. You know why? Power went to your head. You forgot who put you there. You forgot who gave you the opportunity of having that power in your hand. So, I lost touch with the people. You lost it. Now you lost the power. You lost the opportunity. And now where are you? Where are you? So Barry, let me address you properly. Mr. Barry Padarat, take it down, brother, take it down. Don't let power get to your head. I want you to understand something. Being there on that day have nothing to do with UNC or PNM. I want you to understand that clearly. There's a difference. There's a difference when power hits you in your head, and there's a difference when you don't have no power. So understand that, my brother. So Trinidad and Tobago, however, leader of government business, Barry Padarat said that. He said that. Now, two sides clash over Persad-Bissessar's absence from the Emancipation Day celebration at the Queen's Park, Savannah, where she was scheduled to deliver remarks. Persad-Bissessar, however, said she had never committed to attending the event and expressed disappointment that some people who were eagerly awaited to insult and curse me were disappointed by her absence. You see, again, I would say this. Who gave Kamala Persad-Bissessar and her government that power? Was it the PNM? Trinidad and Tobago and the wider world. Was it the PNM? Or was it the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago decide to come in one accord and voted for the UNC administration on that day. So it's not about the disappointed. The whole of Trinidad and Tobago disappointed. Whether it's UNC or whether it's in PNM. They're disappointed. You know why? Promises that were made to them for the last 15 months did not apply. It did not take effect. It did not. It did not. So don't come out now as a prime minister and say, oh, they were disappointed. Let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. We, the citizens, voted Kamala Persad-Bissessar, right? Now, I am saying this for she herself to understand what she did. Your party were voted. Now you're coming out to say the people were disappointed. So what about the UNC people who were there now, waiting to hear their prime minister? What are you telling them? What are you telling them? You see, a phone has two sides. Two sides. It has the side that is very important, and it has the side that is just there. You can't do nothing with it because it comes with the phone. So when you're looking at the coin, or when you're looking at the people, think about it from both perspectives. Because the PNM people voted UNC, I am sure. And the UNC people voted UNC. Caller, good night. Hello?
My little contribution to this emancipation fiasco. So, regardless of who, Indian or African, whoever is the prime minister, they say that, in Diwali Nagar,
correct,
where former Prime Minister Keith Rowley was there, he was garlanded. He was given a garland. Everybody sat respectfully and listened to him.
Yes.
Not a single boo or jeer or whatever. Now, emancipation, this is not PNM emancipation, it's a national emancipation.
Correct.
And I find that the supporters, I don't know if this was articulated by the PNM, but it was uncouth, it was disrespectful when you have a government minister, government MPs are there. This is not a political thing to jeer them and insult them. And what is very, very disgusting and show indiscipline from these people, none of the opposition leader or anybody ever, reprimand them for their behavior. This is disgusting. A prime minister, if you do not like the prime minister, respect the office. Now, I don't know, but whoever vexed, I don't know. This is my view. If this is the attitude of the Emancipation Support Committee, then withhold it is taxpayers' money. If this is the way they are going to behave with public people. Now, one of the most important things, when our young children is seeing this, from their parents, when they are jeering and booing a prime minister, what does that tell the children about discipline, sir? What does that say when you have a party chairman burning a court order? What does that say about laws, sir? And I do hope that the PNM don't protect. You see, the government is bringing out joint army and police force in 30 communities. I am certain that they are going to oppose to that too as well. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, just before we go on this break, Culture Minister Michelle Belcherman was there, but was heckled during Emancipation Observers. So, if she was heckled, meaning we ourselves, as citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, we have no damn shame. None. You're celebrating emancipation, but you're going to heckle a minister? So those individuals, what did you free yourself from? No, I want to ask you this question. What does emancipation means to you? Heckling ministers? Well, then you still need to free yourself. You still need to free yourself. Because you ain't freed yourself of being in bondage of a clown. You ain't free your mind of being disloyal. You have free your mind as being as in one accord. You have free your mind as in giving praise to knowledge. So what you doing there really now if you got it to heckle the minister? It better you to stay home and wash your pants. Or wash your clothes to come to work Monday morning. Because you just embarrass yourself. You just embarrass yourself. Emancipating yourself means what? Heckling? You have proven yourself to be a bigger clown than a clown in a circus. You're looking to get hired in a circus. Which one? And this is how stupid we are as our people. This is how foolish we are as our people. So now viewers, Gonzalez said, Prasad Bisesa and her ministers were facing the backlash of citizens who felt betrayed. Gonzalez accused Prasad Bisesa of avoiding direct engagement with citizens. Padarat, however, rejected the criticism, saying Prasad Bisesa would not be influenced by the PNM. But Barry, I want you to understand something. And I want you to understand the level and the acknowledgement of emancipation. That is what I want you to understand. It's not about the PNM. Emancipation is not about PNM, you know. It's not about the PNM. I want you to understand that. The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago got together and decided to emancipate ourselves from the PNM government. Now, in the next 5 years to come, or the next 3.5 years to come, what if the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago decides to emancipate ourselves from the UNC government now? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? You see, Trinidad and Tobago, this is why I just always say, always, and will continue to say, there are some with book sense and no common sense. There are some with common sense and no book sense. And then there's the one like me with the common sense and the book sense who are blessed now to come on TV now and share the difference with all you. Yeah? Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Said. Great program. I'm glad you bring up this topic. My showers of praises to you. I give you 110% credit for bringing up this topic and explaining it to the citizens and encouraging the citizens to unite. And the citizen must understand is politicians have the country where it is today.
Correct.
And both sides, not only one, the PNM are the champions of discrimination based on race in this country. And the present administration practice it also. And here would they practice it against their own race. And this is what the Africans and the citizens of this country must understand. So the PNM was always a disgraceful, shameless bunch of people when coming to unity and uniting the country and get away from this race talk. So Kamala, by not attending the function, she proved to herself that she's disgraceful, shameless, a weak leader, and of course she's site division there. She should have gone as a strong leader and as a prime minister of this country. And as you rightly said, the PNM supporters also voted for her, the UNC. So she should have never run from it and go there as a brave lady. Anyway, Mr. Said, today make it 1 month since that young lady faked her kidnapping. Today make it 1 month. And that lady who faked her kidnapping to assassinate a young man's character, I want to know, and many people want to know, what is the police report? What is the outcome from the police on this matter, the kidnapping? To date, nothing has been released. Nobody knows what has become of the case. And that young lady, I'm certain you've seen it every day, that young lady continue to terrorize that young man and his family every day on the social media platform. So, Commissioner of Police Gavero and the AKU all have that report ready and presented to the citizens of this country. So you could arrest that lady and bring her to justice and put a stop to all of this. Mr. Said, great program. You keep up this great program you have and continue to educate the citizens in this country and to stop the division and let us unite to make this country a better place. A chain is as strong as its weakest link. Thank you very much, Mr. Saieed. God bless you and your staff.
Thank you, my friend. Opposition leader Penelope Beckles is calling on Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Bissessar to hold a media conference saying she has questions to answer on a range of issues facing the country. In a statement, Beckles said the government had gone 12 weeks without holding a post-cabinet media briefing, leaving what she described as a series of unanswered questions about its governance. She cited issues including government procurement, jobless, the economy, the state of the emergency, the reported passport shortage, among other issues. Now, Beckles also referenced recent publication of the Central Statistics Office figures, which she also showed unemployment fell by 5,900 jobs in the first quarter of this year, while the unemployment rate increased from 4.3% to 5.4%. She argued that the figures remain and required an immediate response from the PM. The opposition leader also said the PM should respond to concerns raised by the United States ambassador designated over the governance, repeated use of the state of emergency. And it's something we all want to know. So I'm asking myself, so viewers, before we go for this break, I am asking myself, why is it that the UNC administration is not holding press briefings? Could the leader of government business come out and say something? Could Barry Padarat come out and say something? Could Roger Alexander come out and say something? Can Wayne Sturge come out and say something? Can these men come out and say something? If the Prime Minister is not well, the Prime Minister is not well. Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. Some of us born sick. Some of us inherit sickness while we are living. Some of them at old age are sick and cannot move. So having an illness is not a problem. Maxi Coffee. Anybody remember Maxi Coffee? When the PNM won the general election in 2015, a few months after, Maxi Coffee got a stroke. And he got a salary straight up until the PNM lost election. So there is no shame in saying that you are unwell. So I would like to know, why is she not keeping press briefing? If you can't keep a press briefing, you have other members who could actually go into the parliament or go to the Red House. You have bodyguards, you have security, you have transport to the parliament. Keep your briefing, and if you have to go back home, go back home. Or if you have to invite a few media personnel to your private property to keep your press briefing because you cannot leave your home, nothing is wrong with that. The most important thing is that Trinidad and Tobago will be hearing from the Prime Minister. All we see these days is Philip Edward Alexander being the only minister, a junior minister in housing, visiting HG homes. That's all you've seen about ministers and the UNC administration. Nothing again. Nothing again. So is this where we are? UNC wins general election in Trinidad and Tobago, but no sighting of the Prime Minister. How does that sound? Ridiculous. 41 MPs, and which one of them to hold a government meeting? Which one of them to hold a press briefing? Which one of them we could go to ask questions? Which one? And then you want to come out and say now, oh, we're working for the people. Just like Dr. Keith Rowley. We're working for you, but we could never get progress. You see, Trinidad and Tobago, this is why I just always say, I am not one of them to come out on TV and make a statement and then have to retract it back the next day, you know. I'm telling you, what you need to hear to make sure you get it from the tray and act. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. When we come back, Philip Torres, HEC Development in Port of Spain. Stay locked.
We'll be right back.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
True growth shouldn't make you wait. This month, Real Talk Financing is changing the timeline. Get up to 7% interest on a fixed deposit paid to you upfront. Real Talk Financing and Investment. Real results sooner. Call our Central or South branches today.
Connect with us on social media and don't miss the latest updates. Follow us on Instagram at RealTalk_Newsroom. Check us out on Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Subscribe to us on YouTube at Real Talk Trinidad and TikTok at Real Talk with Saieed Ali. At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concerns. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Welcome back.
So welcome back to Real Talk viewers. Remember Trinidad and Tobago. Remember Trinidad and Tobago. We at Real Talk Financing. We are offering you 7% on a fixed deposit. So Trinidad and Tobago, grab the opportunity before it moves on. Let me tell you something. This is one in a lifetime opportunity. We here at Real Talk Financing, we are creating history in Trinidad and Tobago. When I tell you history, It's history we are creating, because no financial institution in this country of Trinidad and Tobago is giving you a 7% on a fixed deposit. Nobody else. Remember that, viewers. When you want to see your money grow, there's only one place to go. Real Talk Financing. Right down by Saieed Ali. Remember that. So as we start back our program tonight, a tour of an agency development in Port of Spain has uncovered a number of concerns, including illegal occupants, illegal occupants of apartments and unauthorized electricity connection. The issue surfaced during a visit by Minister in the Ministry of Housing, Philip Alexander, who stated that several matters now required further investigation. Listen to this, viewers.
This is the Housing Development Corporation. This is the Ministry of Housing. It's not the Ministry of Gangland. It's not the Ministry of Ghetto. It's not the Ministry of Squalid Living. Regardless of the value of the place and how much people pay, if they pay $50 to live, they should be getting a good quality of life for their $50.
So viewers, this as the ministers continue his nationwide HTC tours. During the tour, officials identified a number of issues, including unauthorized electricity connection and the occupants of units that were previously condemned. So is it that they are living in a condemned apartment? Now, the residents further claim that MP, listen this carefully, Trinidad and Tobago, the MP for Port of Spain, South Keats, Scotland, had been assisting them with getting their living arrangements regularized with the authorities. Listen to this now.
These units are supposed to be condemned and empty. So we would like to know how you all come to be in possession of it and living here. Are you paying rent to now?
We are not paying rent, so all that was a process. We went to our MPs also. Mr. Keith Scotland.
And Mr. Keith Scotland told you it is okay for you to occupy?
Yes, we were here. He is the reason why we are still here up to this day. Because the last time with him, through him, we got the meeting in AGC.
Minister Alexander has vowed to investigate the matter. Meanwhile, MP Scotland has rejected any suggestion that he has endorsed any unlawful occupation. Trinidad and Tobago. All you listen to this video and we go talk after.
People came for assistance who did not have legitimacy, and I wrote a letter on their behalf seeking assistance, legitimate assistance, and a legitimate intervention of the HDC on their behalf. Not to occupy any place illegally, but to assist them in getting a legal occupation. Anybody who is homeless, who is in my constituency, I would, as I would do for any constituent, make a legitimate formal intervention, and that's exactly what I did. I'm part of no bacchanal or no illegality.
So I have two questions. One, is the tenants of that building telling the truth? Two, is Scotland telling the truth? So who is lying now? Because if the lady said that Keith Scotland is helping them, which mean he knows about the situation, which means he probably went there. I'm not saying he went presently. He probably went there and saw the people and them. So, Derek, I run back that second video one more time, just for the people to have a clear understanding.
These units are supposed to be condemned and empty. So we would like to know how you all come to be in possession of it and living here. Are you paying rent to now?
We are not paying rent, so all that was a process. We went to our MPs also. Mr. Keith Scotland.
And Mr. Keith Scotland told you it is okay for you to occupy?
Yes, we were here. He is the reason why we are still here up to this day. Because the last time through him, we got the meeting in AGC.
So Trinidad and Tobago, as more unfolds about this development, we are going to bring it to you live, viewers. So, let me tell you, hey, that real tickling, you know, that real tickling. That is a serious thing. But we're going to talk with the minister and find out what is taking place concerning that whole issue, and we will bring the news to you. So switching gears, Finance Minister David Jonathan have stated that improving the quality of lives and livelihood for citizens, it will be at the heart of the government next budget. Even as Trinidad and Tobago continue to face economic challenges, the minister also defended the government's economic strategy, arguing that the country is now moving from decline to recovery. Tanko says the administration intends to maintain its people-centered approach. Viewers.
I'm looking to try to improve the conditions of life and livelihoods in Trinidad and Tobago in difficult revenue circumstances. But I assure you we're going to continue in the same vein we continued in from my first budget, which we focused the attention on improving the quality of lives and standard living of people, even despite our constraints.
So viewers, the minister also pointed to what he described as serious economic difficulties inherited by the previous administration, saying policies, decisions over the past decade contributed to significant shrinking of the economy. Viewers.
I think for the last year and for 10 years before that, we have specified that the former administration, I know people don't like to hear it, people may have forgotten, but the former administration took some policy decisions which resulted in the contraction of the economy by 20%. That's a substantial contraction of any government, any economy in 10 years. So we inherited difficult circumstances.
So now, Tanku says the government is now focused on rebuilding the economy activity and strengthening the country's institution. Tanku, one more time.
They borrowed heavily, they spent substantially, and still the quality of lives did not improve. We are working to resuscitate a dying economy. We are working on changing the infrastructure, changing the public perception, and changing the institutional framework to improve Trinidad and Tobago.
So viewers, the minister also urged that international agencies are beginning to view the country's perspective more favorable as a result of the measures being implemented by the government. Trinidad and Tobago, Minister of Finance, one more time before we go for this break.
You would have seen that with the cessation of the decline that we were seeing under Standard & Poor's ratings. The international rating agencies are now starting to look a little bit more favorably, because I think they are seeing what we are seeing, that although we inherited difficult circumstances, we are making decisions, we are working with the communities, we are working with everybody to make sure that when we see what we do now improves the quality of lives of people generally.
So viewers, you have been Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Stay locked on. We'll be right back after this break.
We'll be right back.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
True growth shouldn't make you wait. This month, Real Talk Financing is changing the timeline. Get up to 7% interest on a fixed deposit paid to you upfront. Real Talk Financing and Investment. Real results sooner. Call our Central or South branches today.
Connect with us on social media and don't miss the latest updates. Follow us on Instagram at RealTalk_Newsroom. Check us out on Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Subscribe to us on YouTube at Real Talk Trinidad and TikTok at Real Talk with Saieed Ali. At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the blaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concerns. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
I see their videos.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So Trinidad and Tobago, like we said, from this starting Monday, we are going to highlight road condition throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, if you want your road to be highlighted in your community, your road that has not been attended to for the past 4 or 5 years gone by, send me a video, 267-7325. Look the number right here, 267-7325 viewers. Send me a WhatsApp video. We're going to highlight the road in the community. Now, I want to tell you something. Don't be bashful. And you play here, I want to send you road. Because all over Trinidad and Tobago need road work to be done. And I have decided to let this program be the platform to highlight the roads in Trinidad and Tobago that needs fixing. Since the councillors don't want to highlight it, since the ministers refuse to highlight it, I have decided to take up that responsibility. What I want you to do is take my WhatsApp number, 267-7325. Send me a video of the road. Send me the location and how long your road have been in that deplorable state. Who's the councillor? Who's the MP? So hear this. Calls are coming in on behalf of Councillor Amber Kane, the Diego Martin Borough Councillor, and more importantly, the road condition. Councillor Kane has advocated and even produced videos highlighting the concerns affecting her community, yet the issue remains the same. Trinidad and Tobago, look at this.
Miss Jolene John, are out here in my leopard tiger skills. Anything I could do to get some help. The main roads in Diego Martin, the highways in Diego Martin need the Ministry of Works to do their part. The corporation cannot continue to be blamed for the things that you all are neglecting. We need you all to do all your parts. I am pleading with Ministry of Works. Come out and do what you are supposed to do, please. Thank you. Another location. This is Football Avenue. And this is what is happening here. I am pleading again. Coming closer, Gavon. I want to make sure I'm being heard.
She is complaining that the road has been in debt for some time now. Now listen to this. Councillor Chelsea Mendez has also been pleading for assistance for her community. Now listen to this, where she and the Councillor Kane shares the borders. She is calling for an intervention to ensure that the concerns affecting Councillor Amber Kane and the directives that the attention is given to them quick. So there are other roads, Trinidad and Tobago, that has been in the area that needs fixing. So if the Ministry of Works and Transport could come together, there's one by a health center that also needs fixing. It also needs fixing. So if the corporation could come together with a little material and fix the road, it would be nice. But here in Trinidad and Tobago, I have heard that some roads in Trinidad and Tobago has received a little as much as $50,000 to get fixed. Where the works would cost at least $200,000, $250,000, they got $50,000 to fix roads. Imagine that. Now we understand the economy is bad, yes, we understand that. But where's the patching team? Where's the patching team? Caller, good night.
Yes, sir, good night.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yes, sir, I see you showing that video there with Diego Martin Road, right? Let me tell you something, outside. I live in Tahale Road in Pierre Road, right?
Right.
Let me tell you something, brother. My road is fixed since Jack Warner was the MP for my area. On that road in 9.5 years, nobody fixed my road.
Nothing.
I still driving through that bad road. The UNC coming to government now, nobody in come and even watch you. The MP don't even come down this side, partner, right? Colin go sign. Right? The man come, the man win the seat, he never even come down here to see the condition of the road. No, I ain't blaming them, because I had 9.5 years of PNM to play with.
Correct.
But let me tell you something, let me tell you what's the problem why I called tonight, right? The problem is that people now experiencing pothole in the area and they want it fixed immediately.
True.
We went through that the whole PNM term.
Yes,
Only
yes.
whole 2 term we went through that. You see we out there with any camera making any video? No, we ain't doing that. We take it. So they have to take it now. You understand? If the country I don't want, you can't blame the UNC for that on the side. You have to blame the PNM.
I understand.
You understand what I'm trying to tell
Yes.
you? Everything they want fixed one time, but I don't happen overnight. That is what the woman trying to tell all you. But people, it's the same thing we talked about months ago. All they expect the woman to wave a magic wand and everything will fix one time now. It don't work like that. And if the corporation come together and work with the ministry, and they can get work done.
Correct.
But inside now, you're hearing that the ministry saying the corporation ain't doing the work, and they're going against what the ministry doing, and there's a kind of battle going on inside it. So if they come together, we can get everything fixed.
Correct. Well said.
You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yes.
So it's two sides to a story. You can't just jump yourself out there and say what the road fixed and all kind of things. All they know experiencing problems that we had over 15 years ago.
Correct.
All they have to relax on themselves. Any outside, you enjoy your night, brother.
Thank you, my friend. So Trinidad and Tobago, everybody have their rights to freedom of speech. We accept all callers, all race, all walks, all religion. We don't condemn any. But my job is to highlight. And I've been doing that for the last 9 years on television. The last 9 years. So Trinidad and Tobago, like I say, send in your road condition, 267-7325, and we will try our best to highlight it. There's a lot of roads we have to highlight, a lot of individuals send roads, but going along the show, During the course of this week, we are going to highlight these roads and them, and we want to find out how long, how many years these roads have been in these conditions. Caller, good night. Hello?
So good night to you and your workers at your show.
Go right
I
ahead,
want to
sir.
say, Mr. Saeed, you're going to pick up a very big task by asking for people to send in videos of the bad roads in Trinidad and Tobago. Sir, that will take you whole week. You have 1 hour show in the evening, and all the roads in Trinidad and Tobago bad. So you will have to put out almost up to weeks to show these videos, because we have no good roads in Trinidad and Tobago. And who them blaming? We have a pitch lake that is not ours. Who we blaming? We want to blame the council, we want to blame the government, we want to blame this one, we want to blame that one. But the thing is, nobody that goes there, Mr. Saeed, it seems to help the citizens with nothing that is affecting them. How long they promise me back pay? How much money they're spending all over the place?
True.
People still can't get nothing up to now, Mr. Saeed. And this is not only the UNC regime. Remember, the PNM regime have never negotiated with the unions about workers at all. No time at all. So they and all is against the citizens. Mr. Saeed, great show, sir. I don't know when the citizens of this country will get themselves and leave PNM and UNC aside. Put them down in the back to weed grass. We need to get somebody that is really having the interest of citizens of this country, sir. And why we not getting that? We need to catch ourselves and put them in a back seat. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. But you know, it is my job to highlight issues, and for the longest while now, we haven't heard about any road being fixed in Trinidad and Tobago. But yet the license office keep telling us, make sure our vehicle are roadworthy. But the license office don't understand, the officers on them don't understand, it's because of the condition of the roads, our vehicle in this condition. Imagine you hitting a pothole 14 times for the week you hitting a pothole, because you're traveling on that same road in the morning to go to work, and you're traveling on that same road in the evening time to go home back. You have another call? Call a good night. "14 times for the week, you're hitting that very same hole." So I want to ask these license officers and them, you all travel on the same roads in Trinidad and Tobago to go to work. The same roads. So when you see a man have a tire cut in one side, don't just give him a ticket. I am asking on behalf of the citizen, Transport Commissioner, talk to your workers and them, talk to your people. Because all you're traveling on the same roads in Trinidad and Tobago. So not because a man have a tire cut on one side, you give him a ticket. Put him down on a system. Give him a little, brother, we're giving you a little warning, we notice your tire. You have 14 days or 10 days in order to accumulate a little money and get your tire fixed so you could use your vehicle on the road. It's simple. Now these license officers just want to play like some hog. I'm telling you, any bad license officer come around me, I just tell him point blank, brother man, you talking to me like that? Who is you? But brother, in 14 days you can't move your tongue in your mouth. Learn to speak to people on the road. I could talk like a hog too, not you alone. Two of we could talk like hog. But in the end, you might have to leave your work and go home because your mouth can't move because of your tongue. So license officers, please talk to workers on the road, nice and easy now, and have a little mercy for them. So Trinidad and Tobago, we are out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, our run of this program is 11:30 to 12:30 tomorrow. We'll be right back here another night for another live. Until then, be safe.